Hey everyone, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? This your one and only Facebook Minister Eric Robinson Jr. stepped on here. Well, I just got off work and this just dropped in my spirit. This just dropped in my spirit, and it's saying that we need to start trying to give life to a dead situation. We need to stop trying to give life to a dead situation. We need to see that the situation is set and done, and we need to just leave it where it's at, and we need to keep moving. We need to move forward in our lives. The only thing we should bring from that situation is the lesson that we learned from it. Because it's times we keep trying to constantly trying to breathe life. We're trying to give a dead situation CPR so much, thinking that we can work it out, thinking we can fix it, thinking we can do that, it can become a better situation. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting energy to a dead situation. Because all it's going to do is drain you at the end of the day. It's not going to drain the person. It's not going to drain the situation. It's draining the situation, and the person is draining you. Stop trying to breathe life into a situation that can no longer be worked out. Stop breathing life into a situation that you cannot give CPR to. It's time for us to get out of these situations, or in situationships, and leave them alone and move forward in our lives. There ain't no point of continuing to be stuck where we at and thinking this is the best we can do. This is the best we can do. So I'm saying this is the best I can do. I don't know nothing else new. I don't know nothing else new. I don't know anything about it. This is the best I can do. This is the best I can settle with. Stop it. There's much better that's in store for you. There's much better in store for your life. But God cannot give you more. God can't do more with you if you're still trying to give life into a dead situation. The situation is dead. The situation is done. It's a reason why it can't work out. There's a reason why you can't breathe life into it. There's a reason why you can't speak life into it. It's done. Stop trying to do something that God says it's time for us to stop doing. Hey everyone, thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Because all we doing is wasting our time with a dead situation. We're sitting up here wasting time where there's more to do. There's more to be appreciative than sitting around trying to hope and pray that situation comes back to life. Hoping that situation, that something's going to change. And God has been sitting here just telling us it's time to move on. It's time to breathe life into a new situation. It's time to live in a new situation. It's time for us to also come back to being able to live, be able to try something that we never tried. It's time to get out of our comfort zone and try something different. Try something new. Try something that we never tried before. We set our mind and our hearts into goals and setting goals for everything else, but yet and still, we're choosing to not try something new. We're trying to stay in a familiar situation. We're trying to stay in a dead situation, thinking that we can do something better. We can breathe life into that situation, and it's time to leave that situation alone. It's time to leave it alone. It's time to stop trying to hurt yourself. It's time for us to stop going through the heartaches. It's time for us to stop going through the pain. It's time to stop going through all the disappointments. It's time for us to stop. It's time to leave people alone. It's time to get out of situations and leave that alone. It's time for us to get out of the comfort zone. Do something new. Try something new. But at the same time, it's also for us to be careful on how we do and how we treat people, because it may come back on us in some type of shape or form. Everybody want to call it karma. Everybody want to call it karma. Everybody want to call that situation karma. That's why I always say, be careful how you treat people, because it may come back on you in some type of shape or form. You may don't expect it, but it will happen. But then, so, oh, Eric, you trying to speak ill on us? No, I'm not. I'm just telling you the truth. Be careful how you treat that man. Hey, God bless you. How y'all doing? Be careful how you treat that man or that woman. Be careful how you treat the situation. Be careful how you mistreat your things that God bless you with, because it may come back on you in some type of shape or form. It's going to come back. And then it's going to come back, and it's going to come back on you full force. It's going to hurt. And it's going to hurt hard. It's going to hurt you in places that you never expect to hurt. And you're like, why would it be that much harmful? It's that harmful because God is saying, this is how you treating people. You say you are my child. You say you're a child of God. You say you're mine, but yet and still you treating my other children like crap. You treat them any kind of way you want to treat them. That's why it says in the Bible, treat thy neighbor as thyself. So the way you treat your brothers and sisters in Christ, the way you treat your neighbors, is pretty much telling them, well, this is how you must treat yourself. You treat yourself like miserable and crappy, so you're going to treat everybody else miserable and crappy. Because you're choosing to you want everybody to treat you right, but you feel like you can treat everybody else any kind of way you want to and think there won't be no consequences for mistreating, misusing, abusing anyone who's a child of God. Then I know I'm a man of God, but I have to bring these two songs up because they do make a point. Y'all ever heard of the singer Tank when he came up with the songs of I Deserve and then Please Don't Go? If you heard them two songs, keep them in mind. Watch this. Let me go into when he talking about, well, I deserve for you go out and find somebody else. It's going to come back. That's telling them because of the fact that he mistreated, misused, and abused the good man or the good woman that's in their life. Think about it. Insert yourself into that situation. Insert yourself into that situation. Hey, God bless you for tuning in. Insert yourself into that situation. And when that song says, well, I deserve for you go out and find some other man or other woman, when you insert yourself into the situation. Because of the fact of when we mistreat somebody, we misuse and abuse them in some type of shape or form, and guess what happens? You're going to get to that point that you're going to feel like you're going to have to be ready to let that person go because you deserve that. You're going to make them feel they deserve to have somebody else. Because of the fact that we misuse and abuse a good person that we have in our life. It don't matter if it's a friendship, a good family member, a good relationship, or a good marriage. You're going to get to that point, you're going to have to let them go. It's going to get to the point that you can no longer breathe life into that situation. That situation is completely dead to, there's no returning. There's no coming back. And then we're going to be going around singing like Ben and singing like Tank, how we trying to breathe life into a dead situation. Please don't go. I'm not trying to really sing, but you get the point. Please don't go. We're going to be singing please don't go at the end of it after we misuse and abuse that person. We're going to misuse and abuse that situation. We're going to be saying please don't go because of the fact that there was a chance for us to stop what we was doing before we got so deep to a point that the situation is considered dead. We killed the situation, or they killed the situation. Stop trying to constantly breathe life into a situation that's already dead and trying to say, please don't go, please don't leave me. Please don't take this, please don't take that. Well, if that person or you didn't sit up there and did everything to kill the situation, we won't be talking or having this discussion, having this lovely discussion about please don't go and I deserve. Because there's times we deserve to not have that person in our life. They deserve to be happy with somebody else because we sat there and treated them like crap. We sat there and did misuse and abuse them. But a lot of times we're refusing to get out of a comfort zone and we're refusing to do something different. We say we want this, we want to be a husband. We want to be a wife. I want to be a business owner. I want to be a home owner. But we are we stay in familiar places and situations which we refuse to get out of that comfort zone. We constantly refusing to get out of the comfort zone. We're constantly refusing to do something different in order to achieve something different. We seeing that the method that we're going about it ain't working. So if we're going about the method we're going about isn't working, doesn't that trigger in our mindsets? We may have to do something different. Maybe we need to start trying to breathe life into the situation and trying to see if our old methods, our ways is still going to work. That situation is good as dead. Stop trying to breathe life into it. Stop trying to say your old ways. Stop trying to say your old methods is still going to work in a new way in this new situation. I'm going to be real with you. No, the hell it's not. It's not going to work in a new situation. This is a new person. This is a new situation. So you have to go about it differently. Also keep in mind, be willing to teach and willing to be teachable. What do you mean, Minister Eric? Meaning, you have to be willing to teach those how to treat you and start expecting them to know how to treat you. People are just going to treat you any kind of way they want to if they don't know how to treat you. And you have to be willing to be taught as well. Because you can't go to no new friendship, relationship, or whatever, and you think you're going to treat somebody any kind of way you want to, and thinking it's all kudos. It's not. You can't use this old method with new people. You can't go into a new situation with the old situation methods. One thing you should learn from your previous old methods and situations, you should learn something from it. If we choose not to learn from something, if we choosing not to learn something from it, we're gonna continue to choose to stay. We're gonna continue to choose go through a cycle and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat until the point of, man, this ain't gonna work. Man, it's not working. So I need to do something different. Stop going to the same people that hurt you. Stop dwelling and stop tolerating. Stop being with the same people, the same type of people that hurt you. It don't matter if they're your family member, your friends, your significant other, your spouse, anyone. Stop going to the same type of people that did the same hurt to you. They sat there and cheated on you. They sat there and misused and abused you. They took your kindness for granted. They didn't appreciate the things that you did, even if it's the little things. They didn't appreciate it. Go to somebody that's going to appreciate the little things you do for you. Go to the people who are going to show you the same kindness you show them. Go to the people who's going to appreciate you. Go to the people that's going to love on you and love on you hard. Go to the people who's going to push you in the right direction. Go to the people that's going to encourage you to go in the right direction. Stop going to the same people that's going to constantly drag you down and hurt you because they don't want to see you doing no better than them. It's not about who's going to do better than who. It's about who's going to encourage me to become a better version of me. Be a better version of you. Stop going backwards. Stop trying to breathe life into a dead situation. The death is what's the reason? It's dead. If you go into the point that you try to breathe life into it and all you do is repeating the same situation again, guess what's going to happen? You're going to go through the same crap again. And then by the time you realize someone coming around good, somebody's going to come in and do right about you. Somebody's going to treat you the way you want to be treated. Somebody's going to love on you the way you want to be loved on. Somebody's going to cherish you the way they want to cherish, that you want to be cherished on. Come in. By the time somebody come in and do that, you all too beat up, banged up, damaged, and the whole 9 yards to the point that you so freaking heartbroken. You're a heartless, coldless person that you don't give a care what somebody does. You don't care what somebody got to say. You're cold-hearted. You become cold-hearted because of all the damage you done to yourself trying to constantly resuscitate. We're trying to do CPR to a dead situation, to a situation that's no longer helping and no longer healthy. Conjunction function. What's your malfunction? Conjunction function. What's your malfunction? Why are we still constantly, still sitting to this day, trying to resuscitate and try to do CPR to a dead situation and refusing to move on, to move forward, to get out of a comfort zone, to do something different? You want something different? Do something different. You want to be a wife? You want to be a husband? Go about it in a different way. Go be around people who wants to make you a wife. Go around some people who want to work towards making you a husband. Go around business-minded people that wants to succeed in life. Be around them. Be around the positive people that wants to see you do positive. To see people who want to see you doing good in life. Stop being around people. Stop being around a bunch of freaking negative people that all they want to do is talk negative every single day. Stop being around people who want to do the same thing over and over and over the freaking again. Stop. Stop. Because the only thing you do is hurting yourself. Only thing you do is hurting yourself. And when you hurt yourself so freaking much, guess what? When the right person want to come in and do right about you, you're going to hurt them. Hurt people hurt people. Stop. Stop going through the same. Time to break this generational curse. Time to break that cycle. Stop sitting up here and just being around people for what they can do for you, and once that's all said and done, when you don't have nothing else to do with them, stop using them for all their resources to a point that once all that resources is being used up, you don't want to have nothing to do with them. Stop only want to be around people through their best of times, and the worst come, you dip. And then when their best come, when they back on their feet again, you want to come back around, you soak and suck all the resources and suck all that good energy out of them again. Stop. Stop. It's not worth it. And then by the time somebody comes around and do the exact same thing you did to somebody else, you want to jump on social media talking about, oh, how this man did me wrong. Oh, how this female did me wrong. Oh, how my friend did me wrong. Oh, how my boyfriend, my girlfriend did me wrong. Oh, how my husband, my wife did me wrong. Stop. If you want positive energy, pour in positive energy. All you're going to get is negative energy if you're constantly just showing negativity. Your piece of works. Your piece of work. Yeah, I often always say this. The truth is going to hurt before it can heal. I say it often. The truth is going to hurt before it heals. I'm going to say that one more time. The truth is going to hurt before it heals. Literally. Because sometimes the truth does hurt before it heals. It does. But I'd rather be around people who's going to tell me the truth than sitting up here telling me a comfortable lie. I'd rather want to be around people who's positive. I'd rather be around people who's doing something positive with their life. I'd rather be around people who's looking to have a good, healthy relationship, who's looking to turn out a good, healthy relationship into a good, healthy marriage. I'd rather be around them type of people. I'd rather be around those who've been married for 30, 40, 50 plus years, because I can learn plenty from them. I'd rather be around people who had good relationships before they had a good marriage. I'd rather be around them because I know what I can do to improve and have a good, phenomenal relationship that will lead into a good, phenomenal marriage. I'd rather be around the people who are men and women of God who be on their face praying to God. I'd rather be around them. Sometimes some things is not meant. Sometimes some things some people can't handle. And that's the truth. I don't always expect thousands of people to hear me out. I really don't. I'd rather make sure people are getting it. I'd rather be able to tell people the honest truth than sitting up there trying to tell them comfortable lies. Than sitting up there trying to have all these other women filming, shaking their ass on there for some attention, because they're not really getting the attention they get at home. Oops. Or the fact that they shaking their ass because they want attention because they probably didn't get a whole lot of attention in their childhood, or they didn't get a whole lot of attention when they was kids. Oops. Or the fact that they gotta sit here and have to run game on people to get money out of them because they refuse to get a job and rather work for the money and rather earn from it. That's from not being properly taught how to go get your own and stop taking from everybody else. Men do it, women do it. And it's a shame that we have to resort to having to run game and thinking because I look good, I look good, or I have to or I have to get paid, I have to have somebody paid to be sexual with me, or have to pay to spend time with me just to make meets in. Rather than actually going out to actually work for it, instead of just having to finesse money out of people to make meets in. Oops. Or me to the point that I have to be so sexual that it gets to the point that I have to be sexual just to keep a roof over my head. Oops. And that's automatically telling you, anybody, you too dependent on men. You really are too dependent on men to provide your needs or provide a lifestyle that you really want to live, rather than actually wanting to go out there and work for it and earn it with blood, sweat, and tears. You rather finesse and use your body to get where you want, or use your looks to get where you want to get. Looks can only get you but so far. Sex can only get you so far, to a point it gets very tiresome and it don't have no true real value. Then it's gonna be to a point that you're kind of gonna be too useful. You're not gonna be really that wifey or husband material, because of the fact that you gave up your good so much. You gave out so much that, guess what? It don't mean nothing to that person. Or to the all of you putting all the looks, doing all the shows, and at the end of the day, it's not really worth nothing at all. It's not worth it. You devalue yourself when you put yourself, when we do stuff like that, when we show off our bodies, show off everything our mama and our daddy gave us, we begin to really devalue ourselves, because we're that desperate for attention, and we're that desperate for money, and we're definitely not that desperate for love. Oops, oops, and oops. Did I say that? Apparently I did. And I'm honest. If I'm not real, trust and believe, I would not be telling you this. I'll be trying to hype y'all up the whole 9 yards, rather than telling you what needs to be told and not what you want to hear. I'll tell you what you need to hear. And that's the God honest truth. That's why some people can't really deal with what comes out my mouth at times. I don't expect thousands of people to watch. I expect people who needs to hear an encouraging word and hear the truth, to really listen, to really share, to really say, okay. Because there's times I get told a whole bunch of stuff about myself that I need to work on, or tell about myself, and I say, okay, thank you for letting me know. I may get mad and be upset at first, but the truth does set in. When the truth really sets in and you really look in the mirror and you really think about it, you're like, yeah, they was right. I do need to work on some things about myself. Yeah, I really do need to change some stuff about me. Because I would never be able to grow. I would never be able to become better if I'm not first acknowledging that there's something wrong with me. That I first not acknowledging that it's something I need to work on in order for me to become better. We never want to face the reality that sometimes we have to be willing to face the truth and hear the truth in order for us to grow. In order for us to become a better version of ourselves. A lot of times there's some things we never want to hear. But it needs to be heard. It needs to be said. If I was not your friend, and I am your friend, I am your brother in Christ, if I am all this, and I'm saying I am a child of God, I would have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, I'm telling you a lie. I don't want to tell nobody no lie. I'm going to have to tell you the truth. Sometimes it may sound like I'm being bluntful, but if I didn't care, I didn't love you, I would not tell you. Just like everybody else around me. If they didn't care and they didn't love on me, guess what? They'll tell me the truth. If they care and love me a lot, they will tell me the truth. Bless. God bless you. How you doing? So, we gotta, one, stop trying to breathe life into a dead situation. Two, We need to stop being in denial and begin to realize there are some things that we have to look in the mirror about ourselves. 3, after we recognize and confess there are some things that we need to work on, guess what we need to do? Now we need to enter the stage that it's time to heal. And it's time for, and part of that healing is leaving old things alone and start trying to bring the dead back to life when it's not meant for it to come back to life. And I don't mean a person, I mean situations. And also some scenario cases, situationships. I tell people, get mad with me like you want to. I'm telling you the truth. And I'm telling you for first-hand experience how I constantly always trying to breathe life into a dead situation, and I wind up, guess what? Doing more damage to myself. Wind up wasting more of my energy trying to bring the dead back from a dead situation. So I just came on here just to drop that encouragement. Stop breathing, trying to breathe life into a dead situation. It's time to move on. This is your one and only Facebook minister, Minister Eric Robinson Jr. I never thought I'd be coming on here twice to drop an encouraging word. Twice. That's surprising. But I'd rather be obedient to my spirit. I'd rather be obedient to God, because I know where my help comes from and I know where my blessings come from. So, this is your one and only Facebook minister, Minister Eric Robinson Jr. I thank you for taking time out at this time of night to hear this encouragement. May it be a blessing to you and to those who you share it with. Y'all know I like rapping my sisters saying, I love y'all, I appreciate you. I thank you for the hearts, the likes, the shares, and the encouraging words. Y'all have a God bless morning, afternoon, evening, and night. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Enjoy your night. Peace.